Hello again, guys. So today we're going to have a very quick look at Bitcoin here in the charts, so we can get an idea of where what it's up to and where it's headed next. I'm also going to share my opinion as to what I believe is about to play out. And this is not to be taken as financial advice. None of what I'm about to say is to be taken as financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just basically sharing with you all my opinion as regards the flash crash and what may be involved with it and its imminency. Okay, so first here we have Bitcoin. This is Bitcoin on the daily. Just recently it appears as if it's getting ready to break out, and also it appears as if right here, let me maximize it for a minute here. It appears to be having a cross, or wanting to get a bullish cross, which would be on the daily. So it appears bullish currently on the daily charts. But I have to say we have to disregard that, considering the macro bearish trend that it's currently in. We have to completely disregard that. And like I said, guys, I'm just basically giving my ideas to, what I believe. And I'm just going to tell you plain and simple. I believe that this here, what we've been experiencing since what it was yesterday, because this candle was formed yesterday. I believe that this is nothing more than your typical fake out or a bull trap. Yes, guys, this candle here, which, as a matter of fact, let me show you guys. Let me pull it up on the weekly. I'm expecting it to come up to around, let's say 77. So this blue line right here, I'm expecting it to come up here. And I'm not expecting it to pass, I would say around 78 to, at max, 80 grand. If Bitcoin were to pass 80 grand, I'd be totally surprised, guys. I'm not expecting Bitcoin to pass 80 grand. Let me put it that way. But as regards to this blue line, I'm expecting it to pump up to, at most, 77 grand. It's going to run into this blue line here. It may come up here, it may not. So I'm expecting it to come up to this blue line right here, because this blue line is also descending. So it's going to get lower. So it's around 76, 77. And once it comes up here, it's going to be met with resistance. And I'm expecting it to roll over. That is what I'm expecting, guys. And let me get it back on the daily. So in my opinion, I believe that this green candle that we have here and this latest bullish move is nothing more than, an exit liquidity for the whales. And what is exit liquidity? Well, exit liquidity is basically this. It's when you have like a whale or a bunch of whales, they just, throw in a couple millions or even hundreds of millions of dollars in the markets as bait. And then you have like the retailers, they see it and they think to themselves, oh, the market is turning bullish. And then they jump in, and then you have the longs, the leveraged longs starting to pile up. And then the whales just come and just dump on them immediately, liquidating all those leveraged longs and taking all the money from those retailers. So this is nothing more than a trap, a bull trap. I'm not expecting it to go much higher before it turns over and start to head towards 49K, as I've told you guys so many times. It's headed right down here. And as I've shared with you guys before, if we're to have any kind of significant bounce, it would be from around here. But as I've also stated before, just recently, as a result of the dream that I received just recently of seeing Bitcoin at 35K, it has caused me to lean more towards believing that Bitcoin will fail also at this level. Whatever bounces it has from around this level, if ever, if it were to have any bounce, it will not create any new all-time highs. It would be a failed rally. And then it will head towards 35K, even as I've seen it. And then later down towards 20 grand. That's what I believe is coming for Bitcoin. So let me pull it up on the monthly. There you have it, guys. Bitcoin is currently beneath this purple line here on the monthly. And it's still, it had made records with these 5 consecutive red monthly candles. That is a historical record. We've never seen that before. And now we're in the green currently. That is, we've just started the month of March and we're in the green. But regardless of that, we printed 5 red monthly candles, and each time the more red monthly candles that we've printed, it increases the chance of the next monthly candle to be a green candle, to be another color. Regardless of that, honestly, guys, I still believe there's a much higher possibility, a much higher chance of even this green candle that we're currently having right now flipping and turning even into another red candle, guys. Because I'm telling you the truth, I'm expecting an unprecedented historical liquidation candle, the likes of which we've never experienced or seen before in the cryptocurrency markets, guys. I'm expecting that. A candle that will drop down to possibly a $50,000 drop in Bitcoin. That's what I'm expecting coming up very soon. And it's going to happen very quickly. I'm talking about a red candle, the size of which we've never seen before. The biggest red candle that anyone has ever seen forming on Bitcoin. That is what personally I'm expecting to see very soon. I don't know exactly when it is or how it's going to play out, but this candle won't catch me off guard because I've been expecting it. And it's going to be as a result of quite possibly not only one black swan, but multiple black swans touching down around the same time. That's what I'm thinking, and it's definitely what I'm expecting. So you can be sure that this won't catch me off guard. So yeah, it's going to come down and take out 60. And then it's coming right down here at the bottom of these candles right here, 49. And then I saw it at 35 right here. You see? That lines up with my dream because it actually has a little bit of support right there based off of these candles right at 35. It has some support at 35. Could we have a rally from there? I still don't think so. I'm leaning more towards if it were to come down that low, guys, it's heading all the way down here at all the way down here is what I'm thinking. Right at the bottom, its recent market cycle low at 16 grand, guys. You guys out there want to know where Bitcoin's headed? This is where I believe it's headed. It's headed all the way down to $16,000, right at the bottom of the base of these candles right here. It has support right here. That is where Bitcoin is headed, guys. Ultimately, Bitcoin is coming all the way down to 16 grand. That's where I believe that Bitcoin is headed. And if ever we were to break 16, 15 grand, flash crash is in play. We can expect the flash crash to zero from anywhere down here. But first, I believe we're headed down here. And we're going to come down here pretty fast. It's going to shock a lot of people because they're not expecting this at all. So that is what I believe in regards to the Bitcoin flash crash that is impending. Now, concerning this California earthquake, guys, personally, I'm expecting an earthquake in California in this month going into April, anywhere around here. I have my reasons why. Each year, I'm always expecting the earthquake around this time period. And essentially what's getting ready to occur is a series of earthquakes. So it's not necessarily the big one. The big one is going to break a portion of California off into the ocean, as I myself have seen and have experienced in visions. Very powerful visions, by the way. Guys, I've had visions about California that is so terrible that I've never shared it, ever, with anyone. It is so horrible, I've never shared it with anyone, and indescribable. But anyhow, aside from that, I've shared some though. I've shared visions here about that California capsizing already. I put one on my old channel, but that earthquake is coming up in the future. What I'm talking about here, the one that I'm expecting around this time period, sometime in March or April, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's going to be this year, but around this time each year, I'm always expecting and I'm always looking out for it. And I know that it's going to catch a lot of people off guard. The one that I'm expecting will begin a series of earthquakes, which will lead up to that big earthquake, the 10.0 and greater, which will be off the Richter scale. You see, the one that I'm expecting potentially may be the 7.5. We know that a 9.5 is also coming as well. One of these years, and I don't recall exactly when it was, probably it was 2024. I had two dreams in the same night. They were separate dreams. I had the dream where, in the dream, we were all waiting. We were waiting for the earthquake there in California, just waiting in the dream. Everyone, we were just waiting and just waiting. And then finally, it just occurred. The earthquake occurred, guys. But that specific earthquake, I didn't see any buildings falling in that particular earthquake. I saw boulders falling and crushing and killing people. So there will be fatalities in that earthquake. Portions of buildings will fall off, but I didn't necessarily see any buildings crumbling completely. I never saw that in that earthquake. So that may be the 7.5. But in regards to the 9.5, we know that it will be complete and total devastation whenever it comes to that earthquake. So I'm using wisdom and trying to decipher the order of how it will occur. So this is basically what I'm thinking. Perhaps it will, and I'm using perhaps, I don't know 100% how it will play out, because who knows what God will do and when he will do a thing. I'm thinking, using wisdom, and this is me, that the 7.5 will occur first, separated by a couple of years, and then we'll have the 9.5 separated by a couple of years again, and then it will lead up to the big one, which I believe will coincide with the cosmic event, the cosmic alignment, the polar shift, and the start of the tribulation, the 10.5. I know that massive global earthquake is coming. I believe that's when the piece of California will break off into the sea. So, but regardless of all of that, this earthquake that is coming is going to be very serious because it's going to kill some people, guys. People are going to be unalived. I saw that in the vision. I've already warned people to get out of California from last year, guys. I've already given that warning. You see? And in the same night that I had this earthquake dream, immediately afterwards, I had a dream where I saw Bitcoin had crashed all the way down into the cents. And it was recovering and it was pumping up. Sounds weird. It was pumping up to 58 cents, guys. And it was doing it at a normal speed. You see, which means that you had time to buy it. You didn't need to be in haste to go and purchase it. It was recovering up to 58 cents at normal speed. You see, so which means that it was pumping like Bitcoin's, whenever Bitcoin's pumping currently today, when it's having like a normal rally at normal speed. So you had plenty of time to go in and, purchase if you wanted some. And that was immediately after the earthquake dream. Now, could these two events be related? Possibly. I don't know. It could be related. That's why I had, shown them to me back to back. I don't know. What I can tell you for sure is that a black swan or multiple black swans are about to touch down very, very soon. And they will have something to do with the wealth transfer. There are things that many people aren't expecting. As I've stated in the Black Swan video that I've made recently in my channel. And they will have a lot to do with the Bitcoin flash crash. and it will most certainly involve a blackout. Even the earthquake itself will cause blackouts that will last for months, guys, not weeks, months. So this will be very, very big. You guys think that the Epstein files are big? This earthquake is going to have widespread effects and will also have global ramifications, guys. So knowing all of this, this is what I'd want you guys to do, because this is what I'm expecting. This is wisdom. First, you want to make sure that you have some cash at home, some cash in hand. And why do you want to have cash in hand? Because in the event of something like this, in the event of an earthquake like this, something unprecedented that has never happened before in the United States, something of this magnitude, the banks will close, guys. The ATMs will run out of cash. And as a matter of fact, they will become inaccessible. So you want to make sure that you have cash in hand for any type of emergencies. You don't want to be dependent on the beast for anything at all at this time. So it is wisdom to always have cash. You see, so make sure that you have some cash in hand. Number two, beforehand, you want to make sure that you store up on water. Guys, in the future, there's going to be a war on water. As a matter of fact, it has already begun. You see, they want to ration water, these wicked, these evil people, the elites, guys. So make sure that you store up on water and food as well. Water and food. Make sure that you store up on both of these in preparation. This is just basic wisdom. So these three things, once you store up on these three things, guys, you're way ahead of a lot of people because they haven't done this, you see. Cash in hand, water, and food in preparation for this thing, because it's going to get very, very ugly. And you would save yourselves a lot of trouble and a lot of heartache and headache. So guys, be in preparation, be expectant. I know I myself, I'm very much expectant of this event to occur very suddenly, because that's what Yah said. A lot of people are going to be in shock. They're going to be in disbelief because they didn't expect it. They didn't believe the prophecies. And there have been an uncountable amount of prophecies concerning this earthquake there in California. So there you have it, guys. That is what I believe is coming very, very soon. You see, this thing has been pushed off for so many years. The Lord has held it back for so many years now, and we are now out of time. And that blood moon that we just recently had is saying one thing. As a matter of fact, it's screaming, crash. We're going down on all levels. We're talking about the stock market, cryptocurrency, housing market, everything. It's basically saying warning. We're going down, you see. It's a sign of the reset. And I'm pretty sure that there's a lot of people who don't understand that that's what this blood moon meant. It means that we're about to go through a change. We're about to experience crashes on all levels, and we must prepare ourselves. And that is the ultimate warning sign that we're going down. And not only that, there's going to be judgments occurring not only in America, but all across the world. And we must prepare. So there you have it, guys. That's what I'm expecting. And I wanted you guys to know it so that you may also be prepared, because you're not only preparing for yourselves, but you're preparing for your family and loved ones, so that when the time comes, when Yah blesses you with especially the money from the wealth transfer, you can help your family members and friends and whomever He may lead to you. I'm not going to make this video any longer. You guys, please use this information and do whatever you will and make the necessary preparations. Okay? So you guys, please take very good care of yourselves. Peace, shalom. Until next time.